That's heavy, man.
That is heavy.
That's the end of it.
Done.
That's a lot of gear, boys.
That is a lot of gear.
Can you believe somebody is going to win all of this, and the next two, and all the rest of the gear?
Lights.
Morning. It's Tuesday morning. We're in the loading up shed where everything happens for Patriot Games. Dave is about to burst through the door. I've just seen him pull up on the cameras. Boys have only got a week left off school, so this is going to be the perfect opportunity for these two to show their skills, build the competition giveaway. Here he is, he's just walked through the door. Morning!
Hey Dave.
Morning. How you going?
Good. What's this then?
We've been busy. Me and the boys, last night, got all the gear up here. The DMAX, mate, I need you to build it.
Okay.
I think people who follow us on social know that we've had a DMAX for a few months now, and we've been actually using a DMAX for the camera car for a lot of our filming, and right throughout next season, the DMAX is going to be our main camera car, and we've been pretty impressed with it so far, right?
Yeah, I haven't driven it yet. I'm actually keen to hear your thoughts.
Well, I took it away for Double Island, took it away for the Christmas break to Double Island Point with the twins. I took the camera car up there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
3.5 ton towing, 430 newton meters, 130 kilowatts, 6-speed transmission, leather interior. They have absolutely everything, and look, I reckon that they're probably, if not the best, one of the best value for money dual cab utes that are on the market. And you read all the forums, people who have them swear by them, and I think now we can finally say that, you know, the DMAX is a big part of Patriot Games for us as well.
Yeah.
You know? All right, so for this build, we got Sam from Super Tourers, Steve you've seen a lot on if you follow, you know, Patriot Games and the big build.
Instagram.
If you follow Instagram, Steve's like Insta famous, yeah, wants to be Insta famous. He's getting a little bit of beard length going on there as well. Sam's, he's still apprentice and working. When the beard comes, then you go from A team to A plus.
Oh, A plus.
A plus. So Sam's going to be handling all the electrical for this build. So come over here, guys, and I'll show you what I've gone through. I've got all the times from Matt from Super Tourers on all the products that we're fitting. We're going to be, this has to be completed by Friday. These two are back to school on Monday, and I want them here right until the end when we do the final reveal of the whole competition put together. So what I'm thinking, Steve, I think we're only going to need you for today, mate, maybe a little bit tomorrow as well. So if you can jump on suspension, fuel tank, exhaust. Dave and the twins, bar work, and Sam, you're going to have to start running the base for the electrical harness. Yep. I think that's our aim for today, for Tuesday. So 5 years. Reckon there's probably about 160 hours all up, but between the 5 years, we'll get it completed by Friday.
I've taken a little read of that. First thing we got to do, we got to take off the rear bar and the towing hitch assembly, because with the new bar, the tow hitch is integrated into that, so we need to just get rid of all this. Got it. Got it. Right, pump her up, G.
Ash, push your side back a bit.
There?
Yeah, that's better.
Big ups. So after we get the bolts tightened and torqued for the rear bar, we have to run cables for rear lights and a trailer plug in the bar. So we just need to figure out which polarity is what on this license plate light, so then we don't have to fix it up later.
Alright, so number plates, any park lights are usually brown. So positive, negative. Don't hold it on there, just do a quick test. There you go.
Oh, sweet.
And then...
So the brown is the
yeah,
positive.
so because that you have brown and black. That will be a negative.
Yeah.
So brown to brown, blue to black. Solder them, heat shrink. I'd say conduit the whole thing, just to make sure that it's protected.
Easy.
Plug her in, bolt her up, good as gold.
Yeah, easy as.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Sweet, thank you.
This here, I'll be honest with you, this I'm really impressed about. So if you follow us and you know what we're all about flatbed trays, right? That's what we normally do. A rear drawer set and the Aero Class canopy on a factory tub, we thought we'd give it a go and see how you can utilise that sort of space. So that's why we've done it for the giveaway car. Now, this TJM rear bar, the protection that this offers, massive tubes, all tied back to the chassis, integrated tow bar at the back, so with the 3.5 ton towing capacity of the DMAX, it's just a really cool bit of kit, and that rear step for the access into the rear drawers and the canopy is going to be absolutely gold. This is one of the new products for us. We've never fitted one before that I'm pretty excited about. I'll quickly run you through the interior of the DMAX. This is the LST model, and this is why I think this is one of the best value for money. Christian drove it in last night, so electric seats, leather seats, sat nav, reverse camera, obviously your Bluetooth sort of gear. I think I mentioned before it's got a 6-speed tranny, 3.5 ton tow, but the interior in these things are absolutely awesome. You've got your features like, you know, remote entry and all of the stuff that you get on cars that are a lot higher value. Now, when it came to picking a camera car for us, budget definitely came into mind. There's no two ways about it, and bang for buck. I think the DMAX, you can't look past it. You know, I've read a lot of stuff on the forums, and people who have these things, and especially it's all about the engine. You know, the engine is the same, the 3 litre that they use in most of their light trucks, and people just rave about them, and everything that we've done with this truck so far in filming with the camera car has been absolutely amazing.
These Airbag Man's helper bags, but for leaf springs.
Airbags, Airbag Man setups, our only choice. It's the only airbag that we've ever used, the only airbag that we would ever use.
So this bag it's just same as a coil, just a helper bag.
Yep.
So if you're cruising around town and getting groceries, run 5 PSI in it.
Yep.
If you're touring, van, fully packed, I've got kids.
Yep.
You know what you take with kids.
Yep.
You can pump them up.
Airbags, get into it, have a look at them. If you've got a touring vehicle, you have to have them. There's no two ways about it. But we're going to show you later on in the build how we're going to control these airbags from inside the canopy.
It's time to trim the bumper because we need this top edge for behind the bull bar, obviously. So I'm going to use the air hacksaw for the finesse cutting with the corners and curves, but then I'm going to actually move to the grinder to do the nice easy straight cuts because it's easy to keep it steady with a grinder blade.
Right, Sam and I are just having a chat about where we mount the GME handpiece, because you know I'm pretty anal when it comes to that sort of stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, and I've said it in so many videos, how the cockpit is laid out in a touring truck is absolutely everything. Now, the big advantage of the XRS Connect is you've got, well, XRS, so you've got GPS, which check out the loading up video. But the big advantage of this is you've got the speaker and the microphone in the handset. So you don't really have to worry about where you mount the speaker. In the DMAX, I think you got tons of real estate too, eh?
Plenty.
For me, it's really obvious right there. And being magnetic base, you got a magnet that simply clicks on, so you don't have to worry about trying to hook the radio or anything like that. So, dude, I think it's a no-brainer. That's where we're mounting it.
All right, not a problem. I'll
Cool.
put that in and it should be done.
But I can throw the headlight back in.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
you can just run back up through this hole here to get
100%.
to it. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, mate.
I've got my hands full, all right?
Talk to me. What's going on?
So at the moment, just giving Dave a hand doing some of the wiring for the bull bar. We've tapped into the indicators and the parkers, so that way we can extend them down and everything will stay legal, and yeah, we'll have some extra lights on the bar. which would be good.
Copy that. I don't think you're in focus, but
It's alright.
whatever. Give me. I'll just get some tights. Oh, dude, that is the most cinematic thing that you are going to see on this episode. I'll tell you right now.
I like you filming better than the other guys.
Yeah.
This is way better.
Watch me pull focus from the soldering iron to the cables. Oh. Okay, I'm going to direct the focus from the camera over here because I don't know what they're talking about under there, but I'll run you through something pretty important. XGS suspension that we're fitting into the DMAX. So if you come down here with me, biggest thing with the XGS suspension and the reason that you fit aftermarket suspension, A, you want to get the ground clearance. So we're giving this thing about a 2-inch lift. To your right, this is the standard OE suspension. To your left, this is obviously the TJM XGS suspension. Much bigger diameter bore on the shocks, and that means two things. Bigger diameter, much stronger. You can beat up on them a lot more, but they hold a lot more volume of oil. More volume of oil means it can handle a lot more heat, or it's not going to create as much heat, which is going to stop that cavitation when the oil starts overheating and you get shock fade. So that's the big thing with the front as well as the lift. You can see the spring diameter here is much heavier than the OE, and again, because of all of the accessories that we're fitting. Now we're running a 550 kilo constant load leaf in the back, with the airbags that I just ran you through before. XGS suspension, proven, tried by us on Patriot Games. We run it on all of our standard Super Tourer builds. Really good gear. Steve, the other three corners are finished. He's just buttoning up the back. He's just got to bolt the shock in the front here, and suspension job done. Check this out. Long range fuel tank. We fit these in absolutely everything we have. And to see them side by side is pretty cool. Steve's just whipped this out. We're about to put this one back in. Standard fuel tank in the DMAX, 76 litres. Brown Davis fuel tank in the DMAX, 133 litres. Now, with the Brown Davis fuel tanks, they're aluminised steel. I've been down to the factory. I've got a long-standing relationship with Brown Davis. I'm still not convinced on plastic tanks yet. So until that day comes when I can prove that plastic tanks are as good as or better than steel, but with my sheet metal background, the facilities that we have here, us being laser cutters and fabricators and all the rest of it, we know steel, we trust steel. These things are internally baffled, utilises all of the factory fuel sender gear. So this is a complete replacement tank, and in the DMAX, doesn't interrupt your spare wheel or anything like that. Ramp over angles in these are pretty much identical to the standard fuel tank. So they're just an awesome bit of kit. Brown Davis, proudly Australian company, same as everything that we do here, and the only tank that we currently fit into our whole Super Tourer range. All right, we done. Is that it for the day?
Yep, that's it.
We finished?
Yep.
So what did we get through today? Steve, suspension, done. Fuel tank, done. Exhaust, so what's that? So you're 2 hours behind for tomorrow.
Yep.
Dave, bar's ready to go on or what?
Pretty close, yeah. So I'm probably an hour and a half behind.
Front bar's kind of halfway through. How'd you guys go with the bar work?
Done. Back bar inside, and steps are on.
How'd you go?
Awesome. Main skeleton of the harness is in, interior's
Finished.
in, GME's fitted, just waiting on a whip, which obviously bull bar.
Yep.
And then it'll be fuse panel, a couple of accessories tomorrow.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Good job. You two crushed it.
Yeah, what a good day.
You crushed it
Sick.
as well. Yeah, and you almost crushed it. All right, so that's it. Day one wrap on the DMAX build. We're on schedule. We're on target. Big build, and somebody somewhere in Australia is going to win this truck, and I'm still coming to terms with it. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Come on, boys.
To celebrate Season 3 of Patriot Games, we're giving you the chance to win the ultimate family touring package worth over $150,000. Enter now to get your hands on a brand new Isuzu DMAX kitted out to handle a Patriot Games adventure using the gear we know and trust. And if that's not enough, you'll also receive a Patriot Campers X2 to tow behind it. Plus, receive a brand new Polaris Ranger for the kids and loads of camping gear. Entries close June 30, 2020. Enter online now at patriotgames.tv.